Friday the 12th of May 2023 was supposed to give us the match of the round. Instead, rugby league fans would call it a murder, Rabbitohs fans would call it a rousing, because the Penrith Panthers just beat the Sydney Roosters 48 points to 4 at Bluebet Stadium out at the Riff in what was probably the most dominant performance, the most shocking performance. The Roosters, they haven't been great to start 2023, but I'm sure a lot of us thought they would turn it around, but holy hell, that wasn't the performance I'm sure many of us expected. Penrith, they've looked clunky at points this season, but just like they did against the Raiders in Canberra and against Manly at Bluebet earlier this season, they turn it on. They turn it on when they can, and Jarome Luai, just when we all thought this number 6 debate was finally going to get put to bed, Jarome Luai came out, put in the man of the match performance, and just got that debate going once again. Brad Fitt of the Channel 9 broadcast was absolutely enjoying himself. That is putting it mildly, but what a performance from the Penny Panthers. All their stars stood up. The Roosters, they could get absolutely nothing going. It was such a weird game because, like I said, we were all expecting this to be the game. Both teams have been so dominant over the past few years. Two teams we all expect to do well. This was my grand final prediction. They've both been a bit rusty. One team came out and made a statement, while the Roosters, they're still searching for answers. I mean, it's been nearly 18 months now. You go back to the beginning of last year, you include this year, we all thought this Roosters side, it's easily the best on paper. They're going to be premiership contenders 18 months later, and we're still waiting for them to click. They had that bit of a run late last year that they went on, but Trent Robinson, he's failing for this team to fire so far, so very disappointing. I mean, the Roosters, 68% completion rate. Penrith, they ran for nearly 1,000 more metres. This game was over pretty much from the first set. Penrith's first contact was completely out of this world. I was looking forward to the front row battle, especially James Fisher-Harris versus Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. I know Hargreaves went off, but the Fish, absolutely. He ran through that Roosters pack, and the guys like Matty Lodge, Victor Radley, they couldn't handle him. They couldn't handle the Penny Panthers. Scott Sorensen, he had a day out to remember. 2 tries, he was outstanding. So many good players. I mean, you look at the player stats, all the Penrith players running for nearly 100 plus metres. Edwards 210, To'o 168, even Luai Cleary, they both ran for over 100 metres. Isaiah 210, Sorensen 191. And then the Roosters, well, a completely different story. Jackson Barlow was the only player to crack 100 metres. Then you look at the tackles and the Roosters players are off the chart. So that really tells it all. There's not much to say about this game other than Penrith completely outclassed them in what was a shocking result. But you saw the title of this video. Is the New South Wales number 6 debate over? Because as good as Nicho Hynes has been, we have still talked about, will Jarome Luai keep his spot? He was arguably the Blues' best player last series. He was so important to them in that 2021 series win. He just came up being the best player at the World Cup not even 6 months ago. This question is still arose. Jarome Luai hasn't been bad, but when you consider the form of Nicho Hynes, who has been out of this world, you know, New South Wales, usually this wouldn't be a debate. But after hearing the way Freddie has talked about it, knowing Freddie's history when it comes to picking these Penrith players, picking these Penrith combinations, considering Jarome Luai's performance tonight, in my opinion, as someone who had Nicho Hynes in their team a week ago, I think the number 6 debate might be over. I think we've all seen what Hynes can do as a utility. He was doing it for Melbourne when they went on that crazy winning streak in 2021. He was doing it when they won the comp in 2020. So, is the debate over? Let me know in that comment section below. There was an earlier game. The New Zealand Warriors, they're back. to winning ways, picking up a good win over the Bulldogs, a result that was never in doubt. The Warriors, they're playing so well. We're waiting for them to run edges. We're waiting for them to get tired, but they keep showing up. I think the Warriors are definitely a chance to make the top 8. While the Bulldogs, I'm sick of giving them, special treatment every year. I hear it from Dogs fans. This is the year we play finals. This is it. No excuses. And then all of a sudden, what? We're 11 weeks in, and I'm already hearing, we're building for next year. We're building for next year. When is the next year going to come? So I don't want to be too hung up because the Warriors were awesome, and they probably beat most teams if they play like that. But man, the Doggies, something's going on at that club anyway. It was a bit of a boring Friday night of footy. I think the biggest question to come out of this is still, who's going to be wearing that New South Wales Blues number 6? You guys let me know in that comment section below. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.
Friday Night Footy.